Emily here. Thank you so much for joining me for this full-length Pilates mat arc barrel class. I have my arc barrel in the middle of my mat. I do have a sticky mat under my arc barrel for safety purposes so it doesn't slip away from me and I don't hurt myself by sliding on the arc barrel. I'm going to begin class by sitting in the step, facing the end of my mat. I have my legs extended away from me at a comfortable distance, as long as I can make them without sitting up out of the step, right? So I don't want to crunch in here where I'm arching in my back or rounding in my back. I want to sit straight up. Now, am I sitting perfectly in my step? Not really. I don't really have the right body shape for that, but I'm doing my best. I'm going to go ahead and gently place 2 fingers to the outside of my thighs, right above my knee. My feet are no wider than sits bones distance apart, and all I'm going to do gently is just pull my pelvis up towards my nose, come back to neutral, and tilt my tail gently towards the back of my head, come back to neutral. So we're just going to do a few more tuck, neutral, tilt, and neutral. Now we'll just tuck, not forgetting to breathe, tilt, just a good morning for the low back, good afternoon, good evening. Let's do 3 more. Flow through this at your own speed. Find the engagement in the abdominals, connecting the ribs to the hips on the tuck, and tilt to release on the back. Now, from there, we're going to do a few bent knee reaches, and then if we would like to add on, we're going to go ahead and extend our legs long to activate the glutes on these reaches as well. So, float your hands up to sternum height. You do not have to articulate all the way down the arc barrel, only as far as you're able to comfortably with your neck and back, shoulders, the whole shebang, right? This is the beginning, only as far as you can. But I'm going to tuck and then articulate my spine down the mat as far as I can. When I reach the furthest place I'd like to go, I'm going to stop my arms at ceiling height though, right? 90 degrees out of the ground. I'm going to open my arms to a T. And as I begin to squeeze my arms and bring my pinky blade edge back down towards my knees, I'm going to articulate rounding over my legs, and then I'm going to pull back again. I'm going to do this again. Hands will float up to the ceiling, open to a T. Head will lift first, draw the ribs together, drop the belly button to the spine, rounding over the knees, and 1 more, just like this. And if we'd like to continue on from here, we can. Otherwise, we can add on. We can either straighten our legs all the way or bring our arms back behind us as long as it does not hurt our shoulders and we're able to control the ribs coming together on the way up. So we're going to pull back, and as our shoulder blades begin to hit, we're going to start to extend our legs, squeeze our glutes, and lift our hip off the mat with straight legs. Our arms can come back to wherever they would like to go. We're going to circle them around with our palms up. When our arms reach the T, we're going to begin to dip our hips as we begin the articulation to sit up tall, rounding over our legs. Again, we're going to pull back, 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 back. When our shoulder blades begin to hit, we're going to squeeze our glutes to lift our hips. Circle the arms to the T. At the T, begin to sit your sits bones down into the step and round forward over the legs. Let's do 1 more. Good. And now we're going to circle the arms around, around, around. And articulate up to sitting up tall. From here, we're going to find the curl up position. It's not going to be over the arc barrel most likely, depending on your height. It's going to be wherever you can still find the rib to hip connection without any rib flaring. So I'm going to put my hand on my hip so you can see. I'm going to tuck my tail and articulate back. About right here is where I know I can maintain a curl up position. If I go back further, you can see my ribs start to flare a little bit and I have a back arching over the arc barrel. So I'm going to come back to this position where if I were to pick myself up and lay myself down on the mat, I would be in a curl up position. From there, I'm going to inhale, exhale, float my right leg up so my shin is parallel with the mat and lower. It's a hook march as opposed to a tabletop march. So I'm not pulling the knee in. It's very easy to get hip flexor heavy on the arc barrel. We just want to lower and lift these legs a little bit. What we're really going for is abdominal activation at this point. Drawing the shoulders down the back. Give your neck a gentle shake. Release the tension from your neck. Let's do 2 more on each side. 1 more. Try to hollow out from hip to hip to increase that abdominal connection. All right, now we're going to bring both legs to tabletop. Now, if this is too much for your lower back to remain connected in the abdominal exercise, go ahead and pull the knees in slightly. And now we're going to lower the right foot an inch and pull it up. And the left foot an inch, pull it up. Find that abdominal connection so you're not arching in the back and pulling that low back off the mat. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. I have separated my knees slightly still in the sits bone position, so they're not squeezed. Lower one foot, lower the other foot. Go ahead and sit up tall, separate your legs to a diamond shape, and fold over them for a moment. It is, I felt it a lot in my quads in this position because you are lifted and you do want to lift your legs up just as high. It's easy to feel it in your quads and hip flexors on the arc barrel, and if you find that's too much for you, just go ahead and do it on the mat. Don't do that exercise on the arc barrel, right? Inhale, exhale. Curl back again. Turn your feet out to a Pilates V frog diamond position. Bring one leg up to tabletop, other leg up to tabletop. Flip your palms down, bring them below the knee. Drop the belly button to the spine. Really find that rib to hip connection. We're going to do the hundreds from here. So begin pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long continuous inhale, long continuous exhale. So, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Act like you're fogging a mirror on the exhale. Make sure you're not crunching your chin to your chest and you still are not arching in the back. Squeeze those heels together. Draw those ribs to the hips strongly. Final set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Lower one foot. Lower the other foot. Articulate up to sitting up tall. Now I'm going to rotate my body so that I'm facing the left side of my arc barrel. If I'm able to, I'd like to scoot back so that my calf is pressing into the front of the step. It helps me personally with tactile feedback on my positioning. And I'm going to bring my knee down. I like for my shin to be on the mat. We don't want our knee to lift in these sidelining exercises where our shin is down because that indicates that we are popping into our back. Bring your hand to the pinky blade edge, slide it to the front of the arc barrel. On the left hand, the right hand will be palm up on that right knee. Now begin to articulate down. Bring your hip to the arc barrel first, your side, your ribs, your underarm, your head, and lift your arm up and over, leaving that right shin down. Bring that arm back up to a T. Now begin to articulate up. Head, underarm, ribs, waist, hip, leaving that pinky blade edge, dragging on the arc barrel the whole time. Articulate back down the same way. Reach that arm up and over for a nice mermaid stretch. Bring the arm back into the T first so you don't have too much weight. You can really leave that shin down. Really find those obliques on that opposite side. One more. We're going to add on from here. The arms up over the head if you're physically able to. We're going to rotate just above the belly button down towards the arc barrel. Circle the arm down towards the step. Our shoulders will come back to stack. We're going to circle the arm behind us and our shoulders will open slightly to where the wall and the ceiling meet in front of us. And as we bring our arm back overhead, our shoulders will come back to a neutral position where they're stacked. Rotate forward as your arm comes forward. Stack your shoulders. Open your shoulders slightly. Come back to stack. One more. And now reverse. Inhale, open that shoulder where the wall and the ceiling meet. And exhale as you roll it forward towards the arc barrel. Slightly, it shouldn't touch. As we're doing this, our shin should stay attached to the mat still, because we're only moving from the belly button up, right? Arm to the T. Begin to articulate up, 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 up. And from here, we'll do sideline legs on top of the arc barrel. If this is not comfortable for you, feel free to do it on the mat without the arc barrel. Otherwise, we're going to press our hip up to the top arc, the large arc, and come onto our sides. So, something very important here, it's easy to slouch like this when we're doing this. Also, when I'm working in parallel, I love to turn my bottom leg to turn out. This is an extremely hard series for sideline legs, so we're just going to do 5 of each exercise. So turn the feet out first to Pilates feet, point your feet, and lift the leg, and lower with control. Lift up out of that side closest to the mat. We're stacking our shoulder over our elbow. We're squeezing under our arm and lifting. Good. Now, with a turned out foot, drag the toe to the knee on the top leg, extend or develop that leg, and squeeze the leg back down. And pull it in to a passe, and lift, and lower. We're only going to do 3 of these in each direction. Now lift the leg, bend at the knee to tap the toe to the knee, and extend that toe down the leg to the starting position. And lift, and tap, and extend. Really squeeze that glute on the bottom leg. All right, leave that leg extended long. Now turn out your feet and flex them. Draw those abs up, 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 and in. Really squeeze the glutes. Point to bring the foot forward, and flex to pull it back. And point it forward. We're not extending the foot behind us right now. We're gonna do that in just a second, in case you're worried that you're not going to get that. Here's forward. Lift up out of that side closest to the mat. And let's do 1 more. And now we're going to bicycle. So kick the foot forward, bend at the knee to bring the heel to the glute. Extend that bent leg behind you. Now extend the leg behind you further. Really developing the leg, extending it long, and kick it forward. So we're going to bend, bring the knee behind us with a bent leg, hamstring curl, and forward. 1 more. And now we're going to reverse. We're going to extend the leg behind us, bend at the knee, bring the knee forward to 90 degrees with our body, and extend. Kick the leg behind us, and bend, and bring it through. We're doing a bicycle, guys. We did a turned out bicycle, and now we're doing a parallel bicycle. And stack the legs, and come back down to sitting. We are going to face this, the front again and extend our legs a little longer. We're going to float the arms up to a T, still on our periphery, and keeping our sits bones firmly attached to the arc barrel. We're going to rotate to the left first in a spine twist. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to rotate to the right, allowing our head to follow our back hand. And rotate to the left, and center, and rotate to the right. Feel like you're bringing out a wet dishcloth. And 1 more. Good. From there, we're going to go to the opposite side to do the mermaid and sideline legs exercise. I'm going to flip my arc barrel around. Feel free to do that as well, or just rotate your body. So I'm going to face my right leg now. I have my right calf pressed up against the step if I'm able to with my height. I have my left shin on the ground. My right pinky finger is pressing into the arc barrel. My left hand is palm up on my left knee. Now I'm going to articulate down. Hip, waist, ribs, underarm, head, and reach over. Arm back up to the T, head, underarm, ribs, waist, hip, and down we go. Find the articulation of the side bend and the stretch. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it can't feel great. On this next one, we're going to do the arm circles. Lift your arm up over your head. Now just from the belly button up, rock forward slightly so your shoulders angle down at the arc barrel. Inhale as you circle around. and rock your shoulder, opening up slightly to where the wall and the ceiling meet. And rock down slightly as you inhale. And exhale to lift. And inhale to go down. And exhale to lift. And now reverse. Inhale to lift where the wall and the ceiling meet. And exhale to rock down, articulating from the belly button. So your hips shouldn't be moving on the arc barrel. And you shouldn't feel your shin rocking around like crazy on the mat. Bring the arm to the T. And articulate up to sitting up tall, tall, tall. Carefully come off to the side of the arc barrel. Go ahead and remove the arc barrel. Place it to the side. We are going to come down for single leg circles, rolling like a ball, and single leg stretch to begin. So articulate down to the mat. Stretch your legs out long. Hug your left knee into your chest and extend it to the ceiling. Press energy down in your right leg. Really find the platforming in your shoulder blades, but draw your ribs in. We're going to inhale the leg down and exhale it to the side and up. Guys, today, let's have some fun with this. Let's do something a little different. Let's keep the circles within the frame of the mat. Now we're going to reverse. We're only doing 3 to each side. Inhale and exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale to lift, and inhale, exhale to lift. Now, lift your right leg up, and then lower your left leg. Ground through that left leg. Find that anchoring in the back of both hip bones. Inhale it down, and exhale it back up. Again, guys, stay within the area of the mat. Don't extend past the mat. Squeeze the glutes on the standing leg. Inhale, and exhale up. And now reverse. Inhale away, and exhale up through the center. Inhale away, and exhale up. And inhale away, and exhale up. And I forgot this, so let's go ahead and give our right leg a hug as well. Bring your legs to tabletop, hold on to both thighs with your fingertips, and rock up to sitting. If you can, stay balanced on your sits bones. We're going to do rolling like a ball. If you have neck issues or shoulder issues or low back issues or neck issues or low back issues, please don't do this exercise. Osteoporosis or osteopenia, please don't do this exercise. We're going to have our heels together, toes apart, knees tracking over the big toes, so separated slightly. We're looking in at the area between our heel and our sits bones. We're rounded forward in a C-shaped curve, squeezing under the arms. We're going to squeeze our glutes and inhale to the tips of our shoulder blades and exhale back up. Inhale and squeeze and exhale. Oh no, not that time. And exhale up. Guys, if you rolled your neck, you've gone too far. Don't use so much momentum. I love a long, embarrassing exhale on rolling like a ball. If you find yourself flat tiring or slapping your low back, you're swinging your butt forward to try to use momentum to come up. It's the rolling position that really gets you up and down in this exercise. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Bring your knees together, bring your shins up, and articulate down to the mat. Same curl up if you can. We're going to do the single leg stretch. Left leg in, right leg long. Inhale through the center and exhale to switch. Inhale through center, exhale to switch. Left hand comes to the outside of the left ankle. Right hand comes into the inside of the right knee. Don't hang on for dear life. Inhale and exhale. Right hand to the outside of the right ankle. Left hand to the inside of the right knee. Curl up a little deeper. Don't crunch your chin to your chest. I find that a good space for me to look is that mainly if I'm looking down at my lap, I'm looking too far. 1 more to each side. And then we're going to do spine stretch, open leg rocker, and corkscrew. I'm going to hold on the outside of both my thighs and rock up to sitting. I'm going to press back personally. I'm going to extend my legs in front of me, slightly wider than hips distance apart, not as wide as the mat most likely. I'm going to flex my feet strongly, tracking my big toe over my knee. I'm going to float my hands up to my sternum. I'm going to inhale as I begin to articulate down, rounding over an imaginary barrel in front of me. And exhale, pull back up to sitting up tall. Stacking my head over my shoulders over my hips. Inhale to reach, rounding over that barrel. And exhale to pull up tall. This is a 2-count spine stretch. Don't bend your knees at the bottom or you're going to lose out on that awesome hamstring stretch as well. Nice, loud, embarrassing exhale to sit up tall. Let's do one more. From there, I'm going to bring my heels together, toes apart. I'm going to scooch my booty forward to meet my heels. I'm going to hold on to my ankles. I'm going to bring my toes together, knees apart. Now, if you do not have the flexibility to extend your legs long for open leg rocker, you can bring your shins to parallel to the mat and hold on behind the knees. We're going to do 10 open leg rockers. I will do 5 in a bent knee position and 5 with an extended leg position before we leave our legs up and articulate down for corkscrew. If you have your legs extended, pull down as if you're trying to pull your ankles down towards your knees to really help you engage under the arms and your lats and pull your shoulders away from your ears. We are still in a round back position. You do not bend or straighten your legs from this position if you were in bent knee. We're going to inhale back to the tips of our shoulder blades and exhale up. Inhale. Don't rock to your neck again. This exercise, a lot of people do find it to be easier than rolling like a ball. There's more weight involved with the legs. It's a little bit easier, but it's harder not to roll to your neck. Inhale it back and exhale it up. If you have your legs extended, as a challenge, try to leave your legs in line with your shoulders. One more and then stay up at the top. Go ahead and bring your legs together and articulate down, bring your legs to the ceiling. Platform your arms down by your side. We're going to be doing corkscrew 1, meaning we're not going to be lifting our hips. We're going to bring our legs to the left, down away from us in the center, to the right, and back up to the starting position up at the ceiling. Now bring your legs to the right, down to the center, to the left, and back up to the starting position. My corkscrew is the size of a small exercise ball. On this last one, let's make it the size of a larger exercise ball. So let's inhale and down and exhale back up to lift, leaving both hips bones grounded the entire time, guys. And back up. Bring your legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale to curl up. We're going to do the double leg stretch. So reach your hands for your ankles. Don't hang on for dear life. Inhale, extend your arms and your legs. Arms can go anywhere you want from the ceiling to the hips. Do not bring the biceps past the ears. Exhale the arms to the T and then pull legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale arms to the T and pull. Do not dip your body when you're doing this. It's easy to go like this when we go back, but stay lifted the whole time. Here's 4. Let's do one more. Hold on gently beside your knees. Rock up to sitting tall. I'm going to scooch back because I'm in an elevated mat. My feet would be hanging out the end. We're going to go ahead and do saw and then do some back extension exercises. Again, I'm going to separate my feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. Instead of going to saw here, I'm going to go to saw with my fingertips on my shoulders. What I've noticed lately in my own body is that when I pull across, it's more of a pull across and a rounding in my shoulder rather than a true rotation exercise, which is what I really want today. So I'm going to rotate to the left. I'm going to articulate over that arc barrel again and bring my elbow down to either my right knee or between my knees. Articulate back up and come through center. I'm going to spine twist to the right and articulate down, rounding over that imaginary barrel, just like spine stretch. Articulate back up, come through center. Go to the left, down. Lift it up, center, to the right, and down. And articulate up first before you untwist, and then twist to the left. And articulate down, and lift, back through the center, to the right, and down, and articulate up. From there, I'm going to shake out my legs, and roll onto my stomach for some back extension exercises. Today for the back extension, what I'd really like to see is our legs squeeze together all the way to protect our low backs. Often we have our legs separated just a little bit. I'd like us to squeeze them as much as we can. It's going to minimize our upper mobility, but it's going to stretch out the body in a really great way as well. So my forearms are all the way down on the mat, from my hands all the way down to my elbows. I'm squeezing the bottom tips of my shoulder blades. My forehead's resting on the mat. I'm drawing my belly button to my spine. I'm squeezing my inner thighs, and I'm drawing my glutes up and in, wrapping my ribs. Now, as I inhale, I'm going to extend out as if I'm a turtle pulling out of its shell. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale back down. And inhale to lift. Really squeeze those legs. It's going to help us with a modified swan dive in a moment if we really haven't activated already. And let's inhale to lift. If you've taken class with me before, you've done this exercise, squeeze your legs strongly, and as you lower your upper body, let your lower legs lift because you're still in the swan position. Inhale to lift, lifting your upper body back into swan, and as you lower, lift your lower body swan up. And one more, and lift, and exhale. Now lower the legs. We're going to do the double leg kick now. So, if you have shoulder issues, feel free to put your hands in a pillow right here as you lower and lift. Leave your hands extended on your forehead. Don't move them around, but if you don't have any neck or back or shoulder issues, go ahead and come with your head resting on your left ear and bring your hands to rest on your low back. We're still squeezing our inner thighs, drawing our belly button to our spine, wrapping our ribs, drawing our shoulders down our back. Lift your knees and without moving, kick your glutes with a hamstring curl for 1, 2, 3. Extend your legs long on the mat. Come into a dart position where your hands are reaching strongly down towards the mat. You're in a back extension position, pulling up, up, up. And as you lower, come down to rest on your right ear with your hands at your low back. Lift your feet and hamstring curl for kick for 1, and a 2, and a 3. Extend your legs, press up into a dart position. And lower to your left ear, and kick for 1, and a 2, and a 3, and extend, and lift. Come down onto your right ear, and hamstring kick for 1, 2, 3. Extend and lift to a dart. You shouldn't be looking at the wall in front of you. You'll be looking down at the mat. Depending on your position, you might be looking at the carpet in front of you. 1, 2, 3. And extend into a dart. You should have a straight curve or a straight line curve. I'm going to tip top your head up through your feet and lower. Final one. 1, 2, 3. And extend and lift. Complete the move by coming down to rest on your left ear with your hands at your low back. Bring your hands down and press it back into a child's pose position. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. We're going to bring the arc barrel back up in just a moment. Articulate up, 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 up to sitting up tall. We're going to be working with our feet on the step to begin. So, I'm going to first place my sticky mat underneath my arc barrel. that I don't have too much slippage. We're going to be doing some plank work, some side plank work, and some bridge work on here. So we really want to make sure that we have something really stable under here for ourselves. I'm going to come onto my back. I'm going to place the arches of my feet on the arc barrel step. I'm pretty close in, but my feet are elevated, so it's pretty easy to find a nice neutral spine here. It's pretty comfortable. I'm going to platform my arms down on my side. If I press into it and I press it away, the arc barrel, no matter the sticky mat or not, is going to shoot away from me. I want to press down on the arc barrel for these articulation bridges to begin. So inhale, exhale, imprint your spine, tuck your tail, lift your hips. You want to make sure that you have a nice strong connection from your rib to your hips, and you want to make sure that you're not popping into your neck and you're platforming on your shoulder blades. Now articulate down. Since your feet are elevated, it'll feel a little different. Articulate up, 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 up. I find it really easy to find a nice hollow area from my hip bone to hip bone in my pelvic region with my feet lifted. I think it feels really nice. We're going to do this, but we're going to add on some marching, just 3 on each side. So inhale, exhale, tuck your tail and lift. So march the right leg to tabletop and lower it down. And the left leg, go ahead and take a look at your hips or feel your hips. You don't want them to shift when you're doing this exercise. Right leg, you want to make sure that they're staying pretty strongly in place. It's a lot of work for the leg that's not moving in the glutes. 1 more to each side. And the left leg. And now articulate down. We're going to do some hinge bridges with some hip dips, some tiny little hip dips next. So inhale, exhale, lift it all up at once. Don't pop in your neck. Make sure your hips are even and lower. I'm starting to feel it in my hamstrings, right? And lift. And lower. We'll do 1 more. Really squeeze those glutes and lower an inch and squeeze the glutes to lift. Lower an inch and squeeze to lift. 3. We're going to 5. Lower and lift, and hinge, bridge, down. From there, we're going to roll to the side carefully, and we're going to come up to do cat-cow on the arc barrel. To get in that position, I'm going to place my hands on the top arc of the arc barrel. I'm going to come to kneeling on the step with my toes tucked, but I'm not on the knee, not on my knee area. I'm right below the knee on the shin so that I'm protecting the integrity of my knee. So I'm going to bring my shin to the arc barrel, other shin to the arc barrel. I'm stabilizing by tucking my toes. I'm going to bring my hands forward so I can come into a quadruped position. I'm going to pull up into a cat and drop it down to a cow and up into a cat. Down to the cow. Let's do 1 more to each side. And down into the cow. Now come back to neutral. Bring your hands to the top of the arc. Press 1 foot back to a Pilates V plank position and the other foot back to a Pilates V plank position. We're going to hold it here for just a second. Here's where it gets a little tricky, guys. We're going to reach the fingertips to face forward because if we are pressing too much weight on this side, when we come to the side plank, the arc barrel is going to go flying. I'm going to rotate to where my weight is in my left hand. I'm going to bring my right hand on top of my body and lift it to a T. From there, I'm going to lower the hips an inch and lift them an inch. I am on the ball of my feet and my toes in this position. From here, if I choose to add on, I'm going to do twist 1. I'm squeezing my inner thighs and glutes strongly. I'm going to begin to round my arm forward as if I'm going to hug a tree. When it comes across my sternum 12th rib, I'm going to again pull up on my belly button area, bringing my right hand to my left hip, looking underneath my left arm. I'm going to press forward as I begin to press back out to a side plank, rounding my arm, bringing it back to a T. Now round the arm up, and under and dive. And come back out, squeeze your glutes and inner thighs to come up. Squeeze under that arm just like we did for sideline legs at the very beginning. And I'm going to come back down. Now guys, just like we did, I'm going to come through the center and bring both fingers to face forward. I'm in the Pilates V plank position again. I can bring my fingers to the side, which is my personal preference. I'm going to bring my right leg up to reach behind me in a one-legged plank, and lower. Extend your left leg, one-legged plank and lower. Right leg, lower. Left leg, lower. One more time on each side, belly button up and in. Tuck the tail ever so gently and lower. Fingertips face forward. Walk the right hand in. Come to the left side on the balls of the feet. Bring the arm up to the T, the left arm up to the T, and lower the hip an inch and lift it an inch. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Now round that left arm coming across. When it comes across the sternum, begin to articulate forward to sort of like a round back pike. And bring that left hand to the right hip, looking underneath the right arm. Begin to press back to the side plank. Bring that left arm back to the T. And come across. And lift, lift, lift from the belly. And come back out. One more. Come across. Lift, 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 lift. And come back out. From there, we're going to begin to come forward, fingertips facing forward. Come back to that Pilates plank. We're going to do 3 tricep push-ups. Elbows pointing back to hips, lower lift 1. Exhale, inhale 2. 1 more. 3. Lower one knee, lower the other knee with the hands on top of the arc barrel. If that's comfortable for you. You can press back into a child's pose. Plank work is so incredibly hard. Articulate up to sitting up tall. Carefully place the arc barrel to the side. We're going to use it one more time in class, but we are going to do some teaser work, not on the arc barrel. So bring your feet in front of you. Articulate down to the mat. You can either start your planks from tabletop or extend your legs long. Bring your arms up out of your sternum 12th rib. No matter where you are, open them to the T. Just like we did for the reach exercises at the beginning class, palms up, pinky blades reach in. We begin to articulate up, our head and legs lift, 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 lift for a classic teaser. You can do this teaser in tabletop again, guys. And now articulate down. If your legs are extended, keep your eyes in line with your toes. So your head and toes hit at the same time. Fingertips to the ceiling. Open the arms to the T. Sweep it down. Articulate up, 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 up. Circle the arms away from you for 1, 2, 3. As small or as wide as you want. 1, 2, 3. Tuck the tail. Articulate down, 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 down. 2 more teasers, guys. Inhale. Exhale, left. Lower the feet an inch while moving your upper body and lift. Lower the feet and lift. 1 more. Tuck the tail. Articulate down. This is the hardest teaser we're going to do. We're going to do hip circles. Our feet circles are going to be no bigger than a weighted ball. Inhale, arms to the T. Exhale to lift. Legs to the right and exhale to lift. Legs to the left, exhale to lift. Upper body doesn't move. Don't move your arms. Left and lift. Right, left and lift. Tuck the tail. Articulate down, down, down. Lower the arms. Roll to the side. Come up to sitting up tall. We are going to place our sticky mat on the mat again, because I just love to set up the arc barrel and take it off, right? We are going to place the arc barrel with this step near one end of the mat. This is especially important if you have an elevated mat. I'm going to come to sitting, gosh, come on, make sure it's even, in the step first. I'm going to press myself up to the high arc. I'm going to bring my feet to the step. I'm going to hold on to one of the areas underneath. I'm going to scoot forward slightly to the front of the arc, tuck my tail, and articulate down. Come down until you're in a comfortable position with your shoulders flat on that mat. Really, really flat, guys. And you'll know where it is. It'll feel really comfortable with some nice wide shoulders. I'm not finding my comfortable position today. There it is. All right, come to a frog. We're going to extend the feet away and pull it back in. Now, if you are not properly activating your glutes to do this exercise, your back will rock off of the arc barrel. We have more of an imprinted spine position almost right now on the arc barrel. And your legs are going to go higher than you think that they should, right? Because you're elevated. Now extend out and leave it there. Point your feet. Open wide to the side and squeeze those legs back together. Open wide to the side and squeeze them back together. Inhale and exhale. This is my favorite feet in the air exercise. I love the stretch. Make sure that you're maintaining that proper position. Your shoulders are nice and wide. Your collarbone is really relaxed. 8. Here's 9. And 10. Now, bring your legs up to the ceiling. Now, you can bring your legs past that, but eventually your tail rocks up. So let's leave our legs straight up to the ceiling here. Flex the feet and lower, and point and lift. And flex and lower, and point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. 4, or 5, 6, 7. Make sure you're not moving in your back. 8. You have a nice tactile feedback from the arc barrel. Good. Now we're going to leave our feet at the top. We're going to open both legs to the side, circle them down, and lift them up. And open and circle down and lift up straight to the ceiling. 3, 4. 1 more, and then we're going to reverse. So leave them squeezed at the top, lower the legs, and circle them wide to the side and lift. And inhale down, and exhale to lift. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here's 5. Now stay up at the top. This is our starting ending place, straight up to the ceiling. We're going to scissor our legs. Feel free to bring the leg closest to the nose, a little bit closer, as long as you can keep the back hip down. And switch, 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 switch. I'm still very much in control of this exercise, right? Even though it's bigger, I still have a lot of control and a lot of muscle activation. 1 more. All right, we're gonna go into helicopter. So scissor, scissor, leg circle switch. Scissor, scissor, leg circle switch. 1 scissor, 2 scissor, half circle, switch your legs. 1 scissor, 2 scissor, half circle, switch. 1, 2, half circle, switch. This exercise feels amazing on my hips. I love it. Scissor, scissor, half circle, switch. Scissor, scissor, half circle, switch. 1 more on each side. And scissor, 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 half circle, switch. Legs up to the ceiling. In parallel, let's do bicycle. Right leg extends away. When that right leg begins to bend and pulling, I'm going to extend my left leg long. When I extend my right leg, my left leg's going to bend. Try to touch the barrel with your foot as it extends. And let's extend the right leg. Stop there. We're going to reverse. We're going to extend the left leg away, bend the right leg as the left leg straightens. So 1 leg straight, 1 leg bent. 3, and that's to really find some elongation in the exercise. And let's do 1 more. Bring legs up, bend them in, place your feet on top of the arc barrel, carefully scooch off, roll to the side, come up to sitting up tall. We're going to do some back breathing real fast just to end class. So to find a position, I'm going to sit in the arc barrel in the step facing the big arc. From there I'm going to inhale, exhale, round over the arc,
rest my forehead on the big arc, and I'm just going to breathe into my back here. So I'm going to inhale strongly, try to breathe all the way into the bottom of my wrist, and then exhale it all out. Try to relax in this position. And we're breathing into a lot of spots we don't normally think of breathing in. This is the last exercise in class. Let's do one more.
Now as you bring up to sit in tall, bring one leg to the side of the step. Guys, we're all done today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have a great day, and please reach out if you have any questions or need any modifications. Thank you.